Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be going over the first update of my fictional regional airport, which does not have a name yet. So far, I don't have an exact location of where I want this airport to be either, but I do know I want it to be somewhere in the Midwest. However, I might narrow down the location to somewhere in Missouri or Arkansas in the coming updates. For now, the airport buildings, meaning the terminal and the cargo warehouse, will be built out of Lego, but I do have plans for 3D printed buildings in the future. But enough introduction, let's get into it. We'll start off today's update with this FedEx 767-300F, which is taxiing to its ramp after landing in from Memphis. This FedEx 763 is currently the largest aircraft that flies to my fictional airport. I'm sure when I get smaller FedEx models, this aircraft will most likely be replaced to fit the regional vibe of the airport. For now though, FedEx operates this flight on a weekly basis. First up at the terminal today is this Air Canada Express CRJ-900. This aircraft just finished its deplaning and cleaning operations and is currently getting catered for its flight to Toronto. For now, this will be the only international flight in or out of this airport, but I have plans to add a few more in the future. Due to the Star Alliance partnership, this aircraft currently operates out of the United gates. Speaking of which, here we have this United 737-700, which is fueling up for its flight to Chicago O'Hare. Feel free to check out that airport's dedicated series on my channel, which is linked in the description. Back to the 737 though, this flight would normally be operated on a CRJ or maybe even an E175, but I guess a lot of people wanted to come to my airport today, so United was luckily able to swap out the planes last minute in order to ease the demand for this flight. Next up, we have yet another United 737. This is their MAX 9 aircraft, which as you can see is currently pushing back for its flight to Denver. For now, this is the largest aircraft any Star Alliance member operates out of my fictional airport, which suits the demand to go to United's fastest growing hub. Moving on to some miscellaneous airlines, we have this JetBlue A321neo. This aircraft just finished its service from Boston and is now unloading its cargo and baggage. Currently, this is the largest commercial aircraft to set foot in, or land at more rather, my regional airport. I'm not sure if JetBlue is just flexing one of their new Neo aircraft, or if demand is really high on that route. I'm sure it's a bit of both. And as the only SkyTeam member to fly here, we have this Delta A220-100. I'm just about positive that Delta is the only operator of the A221 in the US, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this aircraft is currently unloading its luggage, as it just came in from Atlanta not too long ago. Kicking off the One World operators, we have this Alaska Embraer E175. This aircraft is operating on behalf of SkyWest and just came in from Seattle. I thought this would be an interesting route, as it definitely brings more variation to the airlines at my fictional airport. Following that, we have this American Eagle E175, which today is being operated by Republic Airways. This weekly flight will be taking its ordinary route to Indianapolis. And last in line at the terminal today is this American A320, which just finished loading its cargo for its daily flight to Chicago O'Hare. I think this is an appropriate route considering ORD, O'Hare's IATA, is American Airlines' largest hub in the Midwest, which again is where I want my fictional airport to be located. And as the last aircraft of today's fictional regional airport update, we have this UPS Boeing 757-200F, which just came in from Rockford, or for PTSF fans, GR, which is based on Rockford Airport up in Illinois. Next to that aircraft is where the FedEx 767 from the start of the video parks. As you can see, there's some GSE preparing for its arrival into the ramp. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for the first update of my fictional regional airport, which I still don't have a name for. Again though, the buildings are made out of Lego, but I plan to order 3D ones to replace them in the future. Speaking of future, I also plan to completely build this airport up from scratch, wood, paint, and all. But that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.